Hey, what's going on? My name is Dominic Cruz. Today is July 13th, 2013. It is, let's see, it's 12:37. 12:37 in the morning. And I know I've been away for some time. I actually pushed everything to the side by default because I am taking a course at San Diego State, and this course is really important to me because it's the class to get my degree. Uh, it's anatomy, so it's a 5-week course, and it takes a lot of your time. Um, but what was going through my mind, with this class, obviously I'm studying. What's going through my mind? Thinking about what I'm going to talk about next, and I wanted to talk about the benefits of being a dancer and how it could be beneficial to all sorts of things, but mainly in sports as well, because in sports it's a big thing. Um, you know, there's a lot of NFL players. They use ballet, to get their technique, and when they play the game, you can see how well these guys can keep their balance. It is just extremely like wow. Marshall Lynch, from the Seattle Seahawks, he's one of like the best running backs in the game right now. And then there's Adrian Peterson, and like that guy is just a truck. And you can see how he keeps his balance, and there's no doubt that that guy was taking ballet, and he probably still does it. I mean, just think about it. Like, how can someone? You can just look at it like someone just looks like they're about to fall, but they can catch themselves like that. Like, oh my god! And you can argue that they have taken some technique classes, and of course I'm talking about ballet. Um, I've taken hip hop for the past 10 years, and these last 3 years that just passed, obviously, I've been taking ballet, and it's actually pretty amazing what the structure of the body, what you can do with your body, like the structure of it is just like wow. You go from looking like this to like oh, like you're standing up straight, tall, and some people will say you look confident. So, well, I'm always confident. So, but think about that. And you think about basketball players. How well they can move and all that stuff. I'm not saying that most basketball players are taking ballet. I mean, I probably like one out of like 300 of them are taking ballet, but it's very beneficial for any kind of sport. For if push sport to the side for anything. Think about it. I mean, there's skiing. I mean, that's still a sport, but still, there's so much you can do in terms using dance for the body and keeping the core line with your head, with your neck structure, all that stuff. It is pretty awesome to see, and once you notice it, you'll be like, wow, I'm actually doing this. My body's actually straight. My ballet teacher, she was she was so hard on me because every time when I first walked in through that door, um, she saw me like this, and then every time she got on my case she got on my case, telling me wake up, and I'm like, I'm awake. No, wake up, meaning pick up your head. Because the more we slouch like this, the more people begin to get a hunchback. And they see why that they're not, physically able to do a lot of activity. And, this is where ballet comes into play, because once you use ballet, you can be able to use you can do a lot of physical activity. You have no idea. I'm getting back into baseball, like I said, and taking that class for the last 3 years, I remember the basics. Obviously, the last time I took in ballet was like 2 months ago, but there's no doubt that that's out of my head because it's every day that I'm doing a ballet move. I'm not saying I'm a ballet dancer, but I'm a hip hop dancer. But learning a lot from that class, I applied all that to my body, you know, for like future references, like baseball, for example. I'm trying to make it, and that's pretty much like it's just pretty cool. It's really cool, and if you're someone who's like really curious about that kind of stuff, you want to be more physically involved with more activities and stuff like that. You know what? Try that out, and don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed that you're taking it, because there's a lot of guys that are taking it. And don't be alarmed like, oh my God, people are gonna look at me like I'm like, oh my God, like I'm gay. First of all, it's just ignorant, and from me to you, you're not like we're not ignorant. So it's just no, it's just like, who cares what people think? That's the haters judging you. Let the haters judge. Um, but I think that's pretty much what I wanted to say. I mean, I've said a lot. I mean, I feel like I'm just rambling, but I'm gonna post this anyways and just send out my message to you. But then again, thank you for listening, and I'm gonna try to keep doing these videos. I'm gonna try to at least do one a week, and if I can't get to it once a week, you'll know what I'm doing and you'll know why. It's my make or break, or I mean, just to get this degree. But yeah. So again, my name is Dominic Cruz. I'm out.